Welcome to Nature Walk, the podcast where we explore the wonders of the natural world and delve into the latest discoveries that shape our understanding of the planet we call home. Well, I'm your host, David, and I'm thrilled to have you join me on this journey. Today, we're taking a trip to the island nation of Sri Lanka, a biodiversity hotspot nestled in the Indian Ocean. This tiny country is home to an astonishing array of flora and fauna, with many species found nowhere else on Earth. But, as we'll discover, Sri Lanka's unique biological heritage is facing unprecedented threats, primarily due to climate change. A recent study published in the journal Global Ecology and Conservation has shed light on the vulnerability of Sri Lanka's endemic vertebrates to rising temperatures and shifting rainfall patterns. The research team, led by Dr. Aimesh Jayalath, found that many of these species, including frogs, lizards, and birds, are highly dependent on specific habitats, such as cloud forests and montane ecosystems, which are rapidly disappearing due to climate change. One of the most striking examples is the poppy's shrub frog, a critically endangered species that inhabits Sri Lanka's cloud forest areas. This tiny amphibian is exquisitely adapted to its environment, with a unique life cycle that relies on high humidity and cool temperatures. But as the climate warms, its habitat is shrinking, leaving the frog with nowhere to go. The study's findings are a stark reminder of the urgent need for conservation efforts in Sri Lanka and other biodiversity hotspots around the world. As Dr. Jayalath notes, we need strategies that integrate future climate projections with current land use patterns. Proactive measures, such as habitat restoration and protection in mountainous and catchment areas, are critical if we are to preserve Sri Lanka's unique biological heritage. The consequences of inaction are dire, with some estimates suggesting that biodiversity hotspots could lose up to 31% of their species by 2100. It's a sobering thought, and one that underscores the importance of protecting these ecosystems for future generations. We'll be right back with more fascinating stories from the natural world on Nature Walk. Welcome back to Nature Walk. I'm your host, David, and we're excited to dive into our middle segment today. We've got a fascinating story that's making waves in the scientific community, and it's all about one of the most intelligent and social creatures in the ocean: humpback whales. Researchers at the SETI Institute have been studying the behavior of humpback whales, and they've made some remarkable discoveries. It turns out that these gentle giants are not only capable of complex communication, but they're also curious about humans, and have been observed approaching boats and swimmers to interact with them. But what's really caught the attention of scientists is the way humpback whales use bubble rings to communicate. They've been observed blowing these intricate patterns of bubbles in the water, almost like a form of underwater smoke signal. And get this, they're not just doing it for themselves, they're actually trying to interact with humans. The researchers have documented over a dozen instances of humpback whales approaching boats and swimmers, blowing bubble rings in an apparent attempt to playfully interact or even communicate. It's as if they're saying, "Hey, we know you're there, and we want to talk to you." This behavior has significant implications for our understanding of non-human intelligence and communication. The SETI Institute is actually using the humpback whale as a model to develop new filters for analyzing cosmic signals for signs of extraterrestrial life. Imagine it, a system that could potentially help us communicate with intelligent life outside our planet, inspired by the complex social behaviors of humpback whales. It's a mind-boggling concept, and one that highlights just how much we still have to learn from the natural world. As we continue to explore the depths of oceanic communication, we're reminded of the awe-inspiring complexity and beauty of life on Earth. And who knows? Maybe one day we'll be able to decipher the secrets of humpback whale language and even establish a dialogue with these incredible creatures. Stay tuned for our final story of the day, right here on Nature Walk. Welcome back to Nature Walk, dear listeners. I hope you've enjoyed our journey through the natural world today. As we wrap up this episode, I'd like to take a moment to reflect on the very foundation of our understanding of the world around us: science. You see, science is often misunderstood as a static entity, a collection of facts and figures that are set in stone. But nothing could be further from the truth. Science is a dynamic, ever-evolving process of discovery, a journey of exploration and inquiry that seeks to unravel the mysteries of our universe. As we've discussed on this show before, science is not just about accumulating knowledge. It's about testing hypotheses, challenging assumptions, and refining our understanding of the world through rigorous observation, experimentation, and peer review. It's a process that requires patience, curiosity, and a willingness to adapt and learn. Now, I'd like to share with you an insightful article from Earthski, written by Claudia Crowley, which beautifully captures the essence of science and its role in our lives. According to Crowley, science means engaging in objective, methodical, repeatable investigations to learn about the natural world. It's a definition that resonates deeply with me, as it highlights the core principles of scientific inquiry, objectivity, rigor, and a commitment to understanding the world around us. As we navigate the complexities of our modern world, it's essential to recognize the importance of science in informing our decisions, shaping our perspectives, and inspiring our curiosity. Science is not just a tool for solving problems. It's a way of thinking, a mindset that encourages us to question, explore, and learn from the world around us. And here's the best part. You don't need a degree or a lab coat to be a scientist. As Crowley so aptly puts it, you can do science by simply asking questions about the world, collecting evidence systematically, testing your ideas, and sharing your results. Whether through citizen science projects or simple observations in your backyard, you too can contribute to our collective understanding of the natural world. As we conclude today's Nature Walk, I encourage you to remember that science is a journey, not a destination. It's a process that requires patience, persistence, and a willingness to learn from our mistakes. So, let's continue to explore, discover, and marvel at the wonders of our natural world, shall we? That's all for today's Nature Walk. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, keep exploring your natural world.